I think if Liquid do it, I'll be shocked if they get through.
Yeah, funnily, their logo is a horse. It's a dark horse.
A seahorse.
Welcome to GosuPicks, a prediction series by GosuGamers where we share our insights and picks on the hottest esports tournament. As we are hours away from TI's Last Chance Qualifier, it's time to break things down. But of course, I'm not here alone. I'm here with Christy or Bandera Dota, as well as Andrea, or better known as Div. So before we break down into the groups and tell you guys about our picks and predictions and everything, if you like what we do here at GosuGamers, please do not forget to like us and also subscribe to our channel. We'll be doing a lot more content like this, if not more different type of maybe documentaries and videos and stuff like that. But right now, we're gonna go straight into the LCQ, the Last Chance Qualifier breakdown, right? We have two groups. In case if you're not familiar with the format, we have two groups. There's double eliminations. It's kind of like a mini TI, you could say. How do you guys see this LCQ? Do you like this format so far?
It's the usual format for pretty much any group stage. The difference being that nobody is eliminated this time, and I think it's only fair that if you fly 12 teams to Singapore or wherever, you fly them somewhere in the world, it's a bit weird to just eliminate them, 2 days into their travel there. So yeah, it makes sense.
I think because usually when you have group stage, you'll kind of span it with 4 days, but right now you have the double elimination playoff bracket as well. So I think for the 4 days of LCQ is gonna be jam-packed with actions, multi-streams and stuff like that. So alright, let's go into Group A. So Group A over here, we have 6 teams. We have Navi, we have Nouns, we have Tempest, we have Polaris, we have Secret, as well as VG Gaming. What are some of your insights in regards to this group? Is it tough? Is it easy?
I think this group has a tiny bit less, if you can consider that, competitiveness than the other group as the most part, because there is no elimination right in the groups. There's still a chance to kind of redeem yourself. You have your lower bracket, Warriors and Kings. Maybe they'll prove me wrong, but I think Secret and Vici are definitely the top 2 teams in this group that should make it through to the upper brackets for sure.
Yeah, anything can happen in Dota.
So all in all, we politely say that this is an easy group for Secret. Group A.
Yeah. They should at least make it to the upper bracket, I think. As we mentioned earlier, only the 2 teams at the bottom will be moved to the lower bracket, and then the top 4 will go straight to the upper bracket. Which 2 teams do you think will be, most likely to be at the bottom of Group A?
I think Tempest. I think that they are coming in with probably the least experience, the least of a threat. Nouns really came through in the NA overall in the seasons and everything. They had some quite surprising results and performances and runs, but I think it will be Nouns and Tempest. But I think Tempest is the as wild of a wild horse type of thing as you could get in this group.
Div, do you agree with Christy, or do you have a slightly different opinion?
Slightly different. I'll go with Tempest to struggle a bit here and go to the lower bracket, and I think it would also be Navi this time, because it's been a very tough year for any Ukrainian organization. The pressure in those last chance qualifiers is even bigger than the TI itself.
I agree with that, and personally, if you ask me, I am of the opinion that Secret will not be number 1 or 2 in the group stage. I feel like they will be middle of the pack at the very least, maybe number 3 or number 4, which is still fine. They will still make it to the playoff, and then hopefully, they will get the momentum and make it to TI. I hope. But for me, the 2 teams that will struggle the most, I have to agree with Tempest, although I'm a big fan of MNZ. But I think Tempest, and unfortunately for me, is Nouns as well. Yeah, the 2 American teams. So now for Group B, again we have 6 teams. So in your opinion, we talk about this, right? I think Group B is definitely a lot tougher in terms of competitiveness. So we have Extreme Gaming, we have T1, we have Virtus Pro. It's the ex-outsiders, if you're not aware by now, they're using back the name. And we have Infamous Wildcard Gaming, as well as Team Liquid. It's quite stacked, for an LCQ group. I think that's pretty stacked. Quick one, who do you think will struggle a bit, will suffer a bit here?
People are gonna think that I'm just an NA America hater. They really are.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I can't help but to go with Infamous and Wildcard Gaming. It's a potential. If I'm trying not to be biased, I'd say it's between Liquid and Infamous then, but my gut says Infamous and Wildcard are in the bottom.
Well, another dagger to the American representatives, I guess. Diff, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll go with something different.
Yeah.
It's Team Liquid and Virtus Pro for me that I think
Wow.
will struggle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
I feel like they are stubborn with some of their ideas. I feel like they are a bit, cocky and things like that. And I think it will cost them greatly at TI if they continue with that.
I agree with a lot of points that you mentioned. For me, I have to go with Team Liquid as well. In the bottom, I agree. I just think that they're just not as motivated as before. Definitely, I am also going with Wildcard Gaming. I think Wildcard is just probably the most inexperienced team, right? In this whole, I mean, there are some good players here, but still, I feel like they might surprise us. I hope they surprise us, but I can't see them past maybe middle of the table. So for me, the bottom two will be Wildcard as well as Team Liquid. Now, this is a quick one. Do you guys have your personal favorite in regards to a dark horse, a potential dark horses? One or two teams that you think will just surprise everybody. I mean, yeah, we broke down the power rankings and power levels of each team, or how we perceive, right? But is there anyone that you think will surprise us?
I think if Liquid do it, I'll be shocked if they get through. I really will. I really will, because I'm not counting on them getting through, but
it's a pleasant surprise.
And
right?
and there's always a chance for them.
Yeah, funnily, their logo is a horse. It's a dark horse.
A seahorse. It's a seahorse.
It's still a horse.
Oh, even better. Even better.
Other than Liquid, for me, it's Infamous. I actually predicted them in the Battle Pass to be one of the teams that go to TI. So yeah, for me, it's Infamous all the way.
Yeah, Infamous, I think they do have the prowess and all that to make it. For me, it would actually be Tempest. There was nobody counted on them. They could surprise everybody, but yeah, that's only my prediction. Now, with that said, we are come to our I'll say the crux of the show, where we have to make our picks, right? So, final two predictions, which two teams that you will bet your money on. I mean, maybe not money, but whatever. Yeah.
I am going with Extreme Gaming. I think they'll get through. I think they're going to be one of the teams we'll see. I think in the end, it will be Team Secret. I don't think that Puppy will let anybody leave that room alive or monitors intact if it's not them. And I do think that Extreme Gaming.
Yeah, I'll pick Infamous just because they have a bunch of experienced players. I mean, you look at that roster and you wonder how did they actually land it in the Last Chance Qualifiers and not at TI themselves. Besides Infamous with Extreme Gaming, I mean, that roster is also absolutely insane. And
so if I have to make my two picks, it's a lock for Extreme Gaming. I think it's just absurd to count them out, to not be able to make it. And my second spot, I will actually give it to T1. Just for the drama, right? Yeah, I would just like to see.
I was just gonna say, and I'm glad I did it. Wow, none of us have picked for Anna or Thompson, and then you went and ruined my whole thought.
All right, so I kind of screw it up for you, I guess. Personal wish list, what do you want to see from this LCQ and everything?
I may not be right, but I am definitely not Kyle. So I am not. I feel confident that I have not jinxed anybody. I have not also secured anybody a spot, and maybe I won't be right, but it will harm nobody in my process.
I just want to see a setup where everyone is at its most comfortable, and they can give their A game and make this wildcard Last Chance Qualifier a true show. And maybe, who knows, maybe next year we're gonna have it on stage and not in a hotel room.
As for me, although I hate the way that they decided to go with this, but I would hope that there's nothing wrong with the talent panels and everything that they are doing it in Norway and not in Singapore. I hope that everything will be smooth. With that said, we are done for today. Thank you all. Thank you, Div. Thank you, Christy. Do check out GosuGamers.net, for like latest coverage of like Dota. TI11 will be there. I'll be there on ground as well. There are a lot of coverage. Yeah, do check us out. Do bookmark us if you haven't. And yeah, let us know if you agree or disagree with us. And I guess we will see you next time.